mascots don't need microphones.
Well, this is the way it should be. Sue, my family were all on my wake. July the 15th, 2015. This is the way it should be. That's not mean life is all up there. But there's one thing I do know about my beloved niece. I had a relationship with her, just 2 months difference between my wife Deanna's age and Sue's. We had closeness to share in many respects. And as Sue would say today, if she were here, Uncle John, remember this, life is for the living. Life is not for the dead. I'm not to be mourned, not to be celebrated. We might call me on the 22nd. My first thought was, of a conversation that Sue and I had shortly after Thanksgiving one afternoon. Gabe gone to the store. I thought, well, I'll call down, and Michael answered the phone, and I'll talk to him. Well, lo and behold, she answered the phone. Mike had gone shopping. We had an hour to an hour and a half of one of the greatest conversations I've had with Sue in my lifetime. We talked about life, we talked about the end of life, openly and freely. Of course, like everybody else, January the 22nd was always a shock, always will be a shock. But I thought I'll mourn her in the morning, but that's as far as it'll go. I'll celebrate her the rest of the day from that time on. But I want to just share with those of you who may or may not have been caregivers in your lifetime. I married one that for 2 years has given me 24/7, with the exception of my family who come and do take over periodically to give her at least a break, which, believe me, anybody who lives with John Tapcott needs money when he's well, let alone if he's sick. But Michael, Dunn, I want to tell you, you emulate your father, who cared for my sister, and that's what you're doing. Mike, you were her lover, your husband, father of her children, grandfather of her grandchildren, and you were her lover at the end of her life. So that's a complete life. Complete life. I can only say to those children, to Katie, Kevin, Jen, I know how you've all been there. Reached out, been there when she needed you. Came, went to Tennessee when she needed you. And you know when she needed you. You knew when to go and you knew when to come back. Katie with her great boys, Brian and Bo, Kevin and Jen with Avery. As I've often said, my grandchildren and all grandchildren, first of all, the children are the pot and the rainbows of life, and the grandchildren are the pot of gold at the other end of that. And that was their grandchildren. And I want to thank you, children, all of you, for what you did. Katie, for what you put out in your life. What Kevin has done, always on the call for. What Jen, with her wonderful ability as a social worker, both physically and emotionally, and a great cookie baker. Wonderful. She's called me many times. Oh, Uncle John, I wish I had some cookies to share with you. To her sister-in-laws, her brother-in-laws, all of their kids, to her aunts, to her cousins, to her brother Greg and his wife Nancy, who've always been a stalwart in her life. I thank you on behalf of her, because I know that she would want to talk about those who are living. Sue was raised in the same religious atmosphere that I was. that we always believed the celebrant was the one who was the guy who sat at the altar who started the celebration. Now, Sue Geiger Dunn was the celebrant of our lives. And she could celebrate anything, any place, anytime, anywhere. Groundhog's Day just passed Thursday. I first thought, my God, if Sue was here, we'd be having a bonfire. I know the closeness she had to Katie, to Melinda, and the others who could, who may not be here, and they may, but I may not have met yet. I know how close all of these people were to Sue, how much they meant, how much life meant to her. And every life that she touched, and everyone who touched her life, came away with a little bit wider circle of love. Because that's the circle in which Sue Dunn lived, was a circle of love. She emitted that circle of love to everybody who knew her and reached out to touch her and be a part of her life. No, we will not mourn her, but we'll damn well miss her. And yes, Mike, I was pissed off when you called me and said she'd gone first. Because we had an agreement that I was going to go first. She made no bones about the fact that she said, I don't want to put this burden on my family, but I know the history of what I have and what's to come. And I said, honey, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you'll do it your way. And she did. She did it her way. So if there was ever a song to be written, she did it her way. It was Sue that did it her way. So we don't mourn her today, nor will we ever mourn her for a long period of time, but we will miss her forever, as it should be. I can't tell you how grateful I am to have been a part of her family, my wife to be a part, come into this family and be a part of it, my children, my grandchildren, my sister, my departed sister, my brother-in-law Charles. I remember so well one night, it was in the fall of the year, she called me at work, and it was probably 3 or 4 o'clock. She said, Uncle John, you still have part of that Indian costume you had one time? I said, well, I don't know. She said, why don't you put it on tonight and go over to the farm? So out in the backyard, they were still harvesting corn. Huh? She said, we need a rain dance. We need a rain dance. So, went over, got a bonfire in the back. Combines were still going, still moving. It was in the evening. And we had a bonfire that lasted on into the night. And we had a rain dance. And it rained for, what, 36 hours? The next 36 hours. And Charlie called me up and he says, God damn it, Tapcott, shut the rain off. I said, Charlie, we don't know how to shut it off. The only thing we can do is get it started. I said, we leave that up to the folks who go to church to turn it off. But I can't tell you how gratified I am to have been a part of her life. And it don't make any difference what part we played in her life. To her, it was a big part, no matter who it was and where it was. She opened people and bonded with people, which proves to me that love is not by blood alone. Blood is through the bonding of love, and sometimes even deeper than the bloodline. But that's because we choose to make it that way. And sometimes, as my wife can tell you, there are periods of times when I think people will say, as I think my sister told her one time, how you kept from shooting this long. And my wife said, well, it's a journey of love, as it was with you and her. It was a journey of love. And that's so important. So I just want to say to all of you today how grateful we are to have you all